Okay, welcome to the first long form video, first landscape video I've done in a while. I have been focusing on the short form content, so yeah, I did a little walking tour here of an area near my Airbnb in Busan. This is called Hadan, this area, and it's in Sahagu. And as you can see, it's an assault on the senses. It's really cool. Loads of neon signage. It's kind of like an entertainment district, I guess. Just up ahead, well, we can see a convenience store there, but there's a lot of bars. There are some arcades, some kind of more sexy shops, like that neon sign that's just a bit out of shot now. Lots of norebangs, like Korean karaoke's. Got a really cool arcade coming up on the left, actually, called Pinky Punky. Really funky design, so bright. Love the checkerboard pattern on the floor. Loads of different UFO catchers. But yeah, I'm just going to walk around. It's a Sunday evening, so there are a few people out drinking, a few couples, and we'll go to a convenience store, have a look inside, and just take in the sights and the sounds and the smells, although it's mostly me taking in the smells. But Korea does kind of, there are a lot of strong smells. Rubbish, as you can see there, and the sewers kind of smell. Yeah, even inside apartments I've found that you get kind of like really strong whiffs every now and then from deep within the pipes. And yeah, there's just a smell of kind of garlic everywhere as well in Korea, because they eat a lot of it here in kimchi and things like that. This street's really cool. So many flashing lights. So yeah, I think this is the kind of place you come if you're a bit lonely at night. But let's go into a convenience store here. GS25, this is one of the main 3 convenience stores. And they are different from Japanese konbinis. I actually did a short on that subject. But yeah, things like that, you can't really find all those like meat sticks in Japan. And yeah, as I said in that short that I made, these Korean convenience stores, they're good, but they just feel a bit more normal. Just feel like more of a normal shop. I don't know, there's something about a Japanese konbini that just seems really special, whereas these just, yeah, convenience store. It's just a normal convenience store to me. Like, they're a bit more messy like that with all the cardboard boxes. It's just less of an experience. You can get mostly the same things, although I've found Korean convenience stores don't really have their own branded food so much. Whereas, let's say you went to Family Mart in Japan, so many of the products would be Family Mart branded. Looks like a shelf there with chocolates or maybe something for the wife on the way out. Well, that's GS25, and there are a lot of those around. As you can see, you can sit there and eat your food if you want. Got another arcade type thing coming up on the left. Very similar branding and colours. Not sure if it's the same company. I think this one's called Luxury. Lots of UFO catchers and the like in there. Yeah, I mean, I can read Hangul, but I don't know a lot of Korean vocabulary, so this is a very different experience to Japan for me, because I don't really know the culture. I don't really know what a lot of things say. I find myself just kind of reading things out loud as I go around, trying to practice my Hangul. I think I've got the hang of it mostly now. But yeah, it's a really cool area around here. Yeah, motel. I guess that's maybe used a bit like a love hotel in Japan. Perhaps a place you take a date rather than somewhere that you stay long term. They love these inflatable signs here, I've noticed that. But that's a karaoke place there, and then like Yeah, in Japan we call that what I've just been past, yakiniku. They love it over here. They love eating meat. There's a lot of meat. Well, let's go inside this 7-Eleven. Obviously, I'm very familiar with 7-Elevens in Japan. These in Korea, I'd say they're a bit different. I mean, this one's very small. Very small. So not quite as many products. What have we got here? Loads of cookies, biscuits, ramen, then some crisps, some snacks, and I think there was a bag in the bottom right that caught my eye. They're all savoury crisps, but yeah, I can read. This says banana kick. So I love anything that's synthetic banana flavoured. So I thought I'd give them a go. It was actually like a giant bag of corn puffs, like what we call Wotsits in the UK, but banana flavoured. So whereas they're normally cheesy flavoured in the UK, they're banana flavoured here. And then I thought I'd get a drink. You might be able to see they have these offers, 1+1 or 2+1, where you get 2 or 3 for the price of 1. And that does push up the price of a lot of things, because sometimes you do just want to buy 1 for the price of 1, but they're kind of giving you this deal where you get more, and the price is obviously a bit more than just if you were to buy 1. The amount of times I've got to the checkout in the supermarket and the lady's like, oh, this is 1+1, and I have to go back and pick it up because I didn't realise. I thought let's just walk further up here, and in this area that we're going to, there seems to be a lot of young people out drinking whenever I've walked through. There are a lot of shops or restaurants that have fresh seafood out the front in big tanks. Looks kind of cool, although I feel bad for the fish. They love these signs as well, these signs that get projected onto the floor like that. Here we go. Another shop with fresh seafood out the front. Don't know what some of these creatures are. Yeah, we're getting to this road now where, as I say, whenever I walk past, there seems to be a lot of young people out in this part of town. And they do love to drink. They love to eat meat and they love to drink alcohol. I realised that so far. Lots of coffee shops as well. So many coffee shops. But yeah, I'm enjoying my time in Korea. It's good. It's different to Japan. As I say, it is a different experience for me because I know Japan so well, and this is my first time in Korea. It is similar to Japan in a lot of ways, but then also it's very different. I'd say it's a lot more rough around the edges. I find it a bit dirtier. I guess it's just more normal because Japan is so unusually clean, you know, and everything's so neat and tidy and everything's made to look so nice, whereas Korea's just like kind of the rest of the world in that sense. Just normal levels of dirt, things in various levels of disrepair. But of course it does have its own vibe and its own culture. Neon, there's a lot of neon, as you've seen. You know, it's not even just this area in Busan. It's kind of the norm in a lot of areas, or at least the areas I've been in. Real assault on the senses, but it looks cool. A lot of shops like this where I think they're for just taking photographs. And you can go with your friends and dress up and take photographs, maybe for, I don't know, social media, maybe for a dating profile, something like that. Got another konbini on the left here. This one's called See You. Olive chicken, I keep seeing that everywhere as well. It's a chain restaurant. Like Japan, it's not great for plant-based people for eating out. I mean, you can do it if you're willing to kind of barter with the staff a bit, or kind of maybe change some items on the menu, but yeah, I dare say it's harder than in Japan. I mean, well, I've been to Lotteria. That's like a burger chain here, and there's a plant-based option there, which is good. But as I say, I just feel like most restaurants, they're really meat heavy. I just love red meat out here. So as usual, I've been cooking mostly for myself back at the Airbnb, and that's been fine because the quality of the produce is actually really high. Probably a bit more expensive than Japan when you're shopping at the supermarket, but maybe that's down to Japan being so cheap at the moment. But yeah, we're coming towards the end of this street here. As I say, it's a Sunday night, so perhaps it would be more busy on a Friday or a Saturday night. And then, yeah, just as you come out here, I'm going to turn right, and then it gets into more of just kind of a normal main road type thing. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that. Yeah, as I said in a previous video, the long form stuff on YouTube, it just wasn't getting the views really. Or it was getting some views obviously, and I really appreciate everyone watching it and commenting and stuff, but this video has been really easy to make, so that's fine. But some videos I put quite a lot of effort into, and then they don't get many views, whereas the short form stuff, I find it easier to get views with that stuff. So as I say, that's where I've been putting my effort in, but I think every now and then I'll upload a long form video like this, as long as it's not too much effort for me to make. But hope everyone's doing good. If there is anything you would like me to kind of do a video about, I'm still getting to grips with it out here, but I am really enjoying my time. I can tell the weather's starting to get a bit hot, and I've heard the summer isn't great. I've heard it's very humid, so I'm not looking forward to that. But yeah, so far it's been great. So hope everyone's doing okay, and I'll speak to you in a bit.